Okay, after you.
We get to the right floor. We gotta go to floor
2.
Welcome to Punta Cana.
There's AC in this elevator. There's an elevator.
Me and Cuba had it too, but we just didn't use it.
Did it? Okay, so we got the regular smegular room. This is, I'm gonna look at this vanity. The bathroom, spacious. And then look at the size of our bed. We can both we can both sleep starfish. We totally could. Yeah. Oh, look at the view of the pool there. Okay, let's go outside. Wow.
Right.
Hola, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. This is my first ever review video, so make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more, and comment, give me a like, whatever you want to do. Today we are staying at the Barceló Bavaro Resort. The main side is called Palace, and then we are staying in the adult section, which is called Beach. Very clean, lovely. We went during the Christmas season, so they had all these lights just decorating all of the trees here. It's just, look at how beautiful it is. Look at how peaceful it is. We are actually on our way to the casino. It's our first night. We had to check out the grounds. So once you enter this little section, you go to the right and it's the casino. When we went, it wasn't too busy, but we went a second time during the 5 days that we were there, and it was actually much more lively. There were more people around asking you for your drink orders. There was even a pole dancer in the middle there, just in her own little Santa outfit. It was cute. The left side of this is the disco, which is basically just the club. They're playing just your club anthems, the basics. Can't go wrong with them. Again, we went here twice. The first night wasn't lit, but the second night was super lit. I've never been to a club at a resort before, and I can say that I really did enjoy it just because free drinks. Am I right? The bartender started off by giving us really good tequila, but by our 4th shot of tequila, it was freaking nasty, guys. Anyways, it was fun. We were super drunk. They had this 24-hour sports bar with the buffet that I'm showing you right now. And let me tell you, it was not good. It was okay for what it was if you're super drunk. We weren't that drunk, but we were drunk enough to enjoy it, but sober enough to be like, I'm not coming back here. So we didn't go back there. This is me testing out. Our friends had a premium room, and their bracelets were able to act as key fobs, but we had to use our own cards because we did not get premium. Alrighty, next morning, this is the full view from our room. We get to see, I think, a little bit of the pool and a little bit of the beach. Tons and tons of palm trees, which was unexpected, but a very good surprise. I ended up loving the palm trees at the end of the trip. Okay, and this is the courtyard jungle in the middle of the day. Again, very pretty. Alrighty, so here we are taking a train ride at night. It's important that I point this out because it was a surprise that we had. For some reason, we didn't think that it traveled throughout the whole resort. We thought it would travel between beach and palace. So most of the time, or actually half of the times, we did do the walk, and the other half we took the shuttle. Most of the time the shuttle just went straight to between palace and beach, but this one night we got on, we were thinking it was gonna go head back to our main side, but it did not. It took us for a freaking ride. It stopped at the golf course, and then it went through the back side and stopped at the family side of the resort, and it literally just, it stopped. We didn't know where it was. It was dark. Here's a church, so it's nice to know they have a church on the resort. You know what? I had to show you guys what it was like during the day because it was actually so pretty. So during the day, I hopped on by myself and I sat on the whole train ride. So here we are starting off at the beach, and it's gonna go to the palace, and then it's gonna stop by the golf course. And it's gonna go behind the palace, and oh yeah, here are tennis courts. Okay, here they stopped at the kids club. So love that there's so many things to do for kids. This is more on the family side of the resort. The train also stops, you know, dead center, right where the beach and the pool is on the main side, which is the palace. And then as the train goes along, there's just a bunch of beautiful greenery, a bunch of wetlands and marshes and a pond, or whatever you want to call this area. This is more of the kids side as well. And then as we keep going along, there's this place called, I think, the Pirates place? The Pirates pool? Oh man, I can't remember. Hold on, let me pull up my map. Ah, okay. It is called Pirates Island. And it got a little ship there with the little slides that go into the pool. So cute, so fun for the kids. And then here we are circling back to the golf course, and then it stops again at Palace, and then it finally goes to beach where we are at on the far end by the convention center. This is what the view looks like if you get a premium room facing the beach. And honestly, this was pretty, but I thought our view was just as nice as well, so to each their own. Okay, here's the most important part of the whole video, the food review. The buffets were good. Everything was super clean. Staff was friendly. I find the staff in Cuba and Mexico much more friendlier, but not that they're mean or rude here per se. They just don't go far to impress you, which is fine. What am I saying? Anyways, the food here was okay. I've had the privilege to go to Mexico and Cuba, right? So Cuba, number 3. Dominican, number 2. Mexico had the best food. It was actually really funny here. We found that most of the foods here were extra saltier, whereas Cuba, there was we wish they had salt. The nachos were actually one of my favorite parts here. They have 2 buffets, or I guess 4 buffets. They have 2 on the adult side and then 2 giant buffets on the palace side. We try to stick to the adult side because it was just much more quieter and not as chaotic, although there weren't as many options compared to the main side. Oh my god, but y'all, let me tell you about Santa Fe. It was not a good experience. It took us like 30 to 40 minutes to get seated, and these were resos that we made, by the way. Reservations. It took that long. It starts off with an appetizer buffet, and then there's a dessert buffet that I'm showing you right here. They take your order. You get an option of soup. Whatever. So we ordered 4 soups because there's 4 of us. There's 2 French onion soup and 2 of this other purple yam soup thingy. Tell me how they forgot one of our soups, and it took them a really long time to realize that, or I don't even think they even realized it. The French onion soup I do not recommend. It was actually super salty. The soup is not as bad. It's actually okay. Anyways, they never came back with the 4th soup until we had to ask them, and then they were so freaking confused, and they came back with the soup, but then there was no spoon because it cleared the table, and it was a whole miscommunication because they don't know, or our server didn't understand English as well. Anyways, that put a damper on things, including a 30-40 minute wait. This is our food. It was actually good, but the portions were really small. So don't know if I recommend it, to be honest. It's okay. It's a steakhouse. We got excited when we heard steak. It's okay. That's all I gotta say. It could be better. Next was Corral, which is the second night, and this place, 100 times better. This is where we learned that they really do or prepare their squid or their what are they called? Tentacles, squid tentacles really well, or octopus tentacles. Is that what it's called? I don't know what I ate, but that thing was just really yummy. If you keep going back, order that stuff. Best for last is La Brisa. Honestly, we wish we discovered this first, but I guess last is fine too. At least we ended off on a very good note. The food here, delicious. Guys, I can't even. I'm hungry just thinking about this and looking back at the clips as I show you guys. I don't even know what we ordered, but but they served us warm bread. I mean, warm bread? Really? I don't know what that is either. I don't know what that is. I think it's supposed to be like a charcuterie board thing. I don't know what that is. Do I know what this is? I don't know what I think it's a shrimp cocktail, that one. Again, we got the calamari. Amazing. Our friends actually went to the French restaurant called La Comédie, and it was not good. And it was only for premium people only. So that means that me and my boyfriend had to pay extra, but thank God we didn't go because it actually was not that good according to our friends. Again, the seafood, beautiful. Dessert was also beautiful. These are massive, massive creme brulees, and thank God they were delicious because we devoured the shit out of them. Coffee, rum, and cigars lounge. The coffee on the resort, not good. Not good at all whatsoever. So we found this lounge, so we had to go. We went, and it was actually not bad. It was all right. Kim's, oh my God, my dog's barking. Liam. Okay, decor was cute. Look at all those coffee beans. Okay, and then what's this one here?
That's a cortado.
Oh, okay. And
Brandon got an espresso.
oh, fun. Okay. All right. Oh, yes, that was satisfying. Okay, so they got a cappuccino, a cortado, an espresso, and a cigar to share, and they said it was not bad. The theaters. We only went to one show that night, or the week that we stayed. It was good. We left because I could not stop scratching myself. The mosquitoes, guys. Oh my God, bring bug spray and actually spray it because it was a very cool night, so I didn't think it'd be bad, but it was bad. I don't know where the mosquitoes are coming from, but they were attacking my legs and like the bottom of my feet, left and right. So if you go to the show, definitely be prepared. I think tonight's theme was Las Vegas. So they had a bunch of different types of little shows to show you. Liam, hey! Here's just a bunch of the scenery, a bunch of clips of how pretty this resort was. I actually would go back to this resort. Other than that restaurant, I genuinely don't have any other complaints. I loved how massive my bed was. I loved how there was AC everywhere. I loved going in the winter time, so it wasn't as humid here, and I actually got to enjoy the outside weather. This is, a clip from the main pool. So we got to experience the main pool and the pool from the adult side. So very different. It depends on what you're looking for. The adult side is very, very chill compared to this side, which is very party-like. Thank God I didn't lose any luggage, but if you lost any luggage, I'm very happy to see they actually had a lot of little shops here for you to buy anything you really need, honestly, other than souvenirs. My fat ass thought that said pho shop for a second. Okay, this is a cigar shop. I didn't go in because I just wanted to stand outside and babysit my pineapple floaty. Okay, so we only did one excursion, and it's called the Seaquarium, or like S-E Aquarium, or Seaquarium, however you want to pronounce it, however you want to spell it. I'll spell it for you. They take us on this little shuttle bus, and it doesn't go far because the location is actually off the side from a resort. It's just that our resort is massive, so we need a whole little car right there. It said that it included a boat party, and the excursion was basically walking underwater. So they put this huge ass heavy helmet on top of you, and they basically force you underwater. There's a bunch of scuba divers underwater to help you navigate through everything. We weren't allowed to bring cameras, which is unfortunate because we bought a GoPro. So they had their own GoPro actually, which makes sense why they want us to bring our own GoPro. Also annoying because they were really pushing for us to pay $100. And honestly, if the water was clear, I totally would have done it, but the water was kind of murky and the clips were not clear at all, but they were straight pushing. And I'm not paying $100 for these friggin' photos, but it was really cool though. It's basically this long ass tube sticking out from our helmet, which made us look like astronauts. And then I think there was like 3 times the amount of oxygen getting pumped into us so that we can basically breathe underwater with this astronaut helmet thing over our head with the water sinking in. It was crazy. It was very cool. We also got to do snorkeling, which also wasn't great because the water wasn't clear. It was really murky. We got to see a little shipwreck. And that was it. They took us to go see sea otters. I didn't go because I was very sad to see the animals in a huge cage like this. It's on the far right side where you see all those humans standing next to each other. Nobody wants to see the sea otters. People thought we were seeing dolphins because they were doing a bunch of dolphin tricks to attract us. But once everyone got down, like, oh, sea otters. I felt so bad. But anyways, we got back onto the boat and they served us a bunch of mini sandwiches, fruit, drinks. This is the boat party side. So what they really did well is the party actually. They taught us how to dance. They were singing, chanting, everything. They stopped by the shallow side of the waters and there was that guy back there and he's just serving alcoholic drinks for everyone while everyone's swimming. I didn't join because it was kind of cold and I didn't want to get out of the water to be freezing as we get back to our resort. Otherwise, yeah, it was a very good trip. 10/10 would recommend. I wouldn't redo this excursion again, but I'm glad that I actually have to do it. I would only redo it if it was in clearer waters. Thank you for watching.